except we're making it in a casserole type. Ooh, that lightning. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take a pound of ground meat. I've already partially cooked this. A pound of ground meat. We're adding 1 cup of chopped onion. To this, we are going to add about 2 teaspoons of cumin. Cumin. We're going to add a couple teaspoons of chili powder. Now, if a lot of people use like a filler, like a scotch or sugar glycemic, we're not going to add corn or rice. If you are going to do a traditional, a lot of just a pound of ground meat. I'm actually using venison here, ground with an onion, some chili powder, and some cumin. In the meantime, you are going to roast your poblanos. Be sure to check out my video, Roasting Peppers. It will show you exactly how to do this. You just roast them in the oven. It removes their skin. It also makes them sweeter. So I've just roasted 4 poblano peppers. I've put 2 down in this casserole dish. And I have 2 here that we're going to use in a minute after we put the meat in. You're also going to use crumbling cheese. You're going to find it in your Hispanic section of your store. If you don't have this, you can most certainly use a different cheese, maybe a farmer's cheese or a Monterey cheese or a mozzarella cheese would be good. So I have 10 ounces of this, and this is a crumbling cheese, so it will kind of crumble. If not, you just need to slice or shred your cheese. I'm going to crumble it. So just take your fingers and squeeze it while our meat is frying. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You're also going to need a tomato-based sauce. Now, I've already made my tomato sauce. Be sure to check out my video, Homemade Mexican Tomato Sauce. But all it is you take 3 cups of tomatoes, put them in your blender with about a half a cup of fresh cilantro, an onion. So, you can see here, I've got my cheese crumbled, and I have my tomato sauce ready. The other thing we should add to this garlic. You can use garlic powder, or you could use some gardener and you grow garlic. You know what the scape is. It is a little shoot that comes up out of the middle of the garlic plant that has like the seed pod, the blossom end of it. And they are really a tasty treat. If you don't grow garlic, the only way you're going to find garlic scapes is at your local farmer's market. Or perhaps you could find it at a specialty store, maybe Whole Foods or something like that. At a very limited time will carry. Okay, so this has finished browning off. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my casserole dish. Going to layer up some meat. About half the meat here. I'm going to take about half of the cheese. Maybe a third. Let's do a third of the cheese. Pour some on there. That was maybe a cup. Let's lay down our other 2 peppers. And on top of those peppers, I'm just going to load it up with this cheese, and I'm not going to be able to use all this cheese. This is super simple. It's going to go in your oven on 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. It's going to be really cheesy. And this time you're just going to pour just a little tiny bit of sauce, really just some to put on top so that the peppers don't get dry in there. So into the oven on 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And as you've seen, I only used about half of that meat. So I'm going to go ahead and make a different casserole. I'm going to go ahead and you could make 2 of these. This would be an excellent prepping dish. So I could just go ahead and cover a casserole of this without putting it in the oven and baking it, and then I would have one for another day. You all have a blessed day. In the comments below, tell me, do you use poblano peppers? And if you do,